Hello friend, now this 500 liters vacuum emulsifying mixer is ready. So I will take a video to teach you how to use this machine. You see now the tank, the height is customized as a requirement. So when the tank dumping to 90 degree, from here to the ground, the height is about a little more than 1.2 meters. Okay, and PLC Siemens touchscreen control system, one here, and another one here. You can choose the language, English or Chinese, English, okay? So when you receive this machine, the first thing you need to do is connect the machine with electric and also with the water source and the air compressor. The air compressor, because for this machine we equipped the discharge, use the pneumatic valve. So you can automatically control open this valve to discharge the finished product. But if you no need use this valve, you can no need to connect the machine with your air source. Here we can see here this air inlet. This air inlet. If you want to use the automatic valve there, automatic valve, discharge valve, you need to connect here with your air compressor, like this one, a small air compressor. And for the others here, this pipe you can connect with your tap water. And you see here, tap water get into the machine, and these two, this one and this one, is the water outlet. So let me explain to you. When the water get into the machine, the water have two ways to go. One, the water will go to the pump, the vacuum pump. Okay, the water inlet pipe is here. Water inlet here. One is for vacuum pump, use the water inlet, and another one, the water will go through there. For cooling the mechanical seal, of the homogenizer. Okay, so you see, these two water inlet is here. Okay, water get into the machine from this pipe, and one get into the vacuum pump, another for cooling down the mechanical seal. And then this water outlet is the water goes through the mechanical seal. Then the water will go out from this pipe, and we just connect this pipe to here. Okay, this is our pipe. For the pipes you will connect with your factory. But here, I just show you what is the pipe, what's the meaning of each pipe, okay? So here, this inlet is for water inlet, and this is for water outlet for mechanical seal. And this one is the water outlet for the vacuum, okay? And that one is the air inlet. The air inlet is for the discharge valve at the bottom of the tank. If you want to use that one, connect this with your air compressor. And then, if you want to use the heating function, you see the tank is jacket design. So you have to fill water into the jacket. So how to fill water into the jacket? You see, these two are heating rods. So at the bottom of the heating rods, there are connections, there are inlet. You can connect like this. This pipe we will offer you, okay? So you can connect this pipe with your tap water, and then open that valve, open this valve to fill the tap water into the jacket and fill the tap water from the bottom into the jacket. And when the tap water flow out from that pipe, you see, this pipe we will also offer to you. This pipe you can connect with your drain pipe and whistle. So this pipe for water inlet of the jacket. That pipe is for water outlet of the jacket. Okay? Water inlet from the bottom, water outlet from the top one. Okay, so we'll check if they have water flow out. That means the jacket is full of water. Then you can close this valve. Then you can close this valve like this. Now it's closed. Actually, we already have filled water into the jacket. So now we have closed this valve. Okay? And then for this is how to connect with water with air compressor, and now for the electric power. Yeah, you see here. So what you need to connect is only this one, the fire wires, L1, L2, L3, neutral wire, and also the ground wire. 真空地线是哪个啊？ And also the ground wire here. See? L1, L2, L3. Connect with your local 3-phase fire wire, and this neutral wire. Ground wire is here. Okay, you see the back side. For the others, we will not dismantle. But even you want to connect the wires in the future, you can connect it according to the numbers. You see, each number we have do the mark with the numbers. 没事，我刚刚想问你，那个地线在哪？找到了，在这个后面。对啊。啊，没事没事。Okay, so for the electric, it's very easy. Just connect L1, L2, L3, neutral wire and ground wire. The 3-phase electric power connect with your local power. Then you can use this machine. See, now I will go up to the platform and to show you the control panel. Okay, from here, select a language, and you see, this part, the mixer controller means this bidirectional mixing system. From here, you can set the mixing speed from here. Yeah, for example, now the number is 10, that means 10 RPM, and the maximum you see here is 65. So we can set a number like 30, okay? And then they will show you the actual speed. No need to set any button. It's just for detect the actual speed, and then the actual current, the time setting. Okay, you need to set. For example, you want like it works about 10 minutes. You can just like this. Okay, 10 minutes, and the remaining time means just means remaining time of the mixing pedal. Then you just turn on or turn off. So the only parameter you have to set is the mixing speed and the mixing time, and then you can turn on it like this. And please make sure it is safe around the main tank, and then you can, no problem. If no problem, you can press yes, and you will see. Okay, this is the mixing function. And it's the same for the homogenizer. You only need to set is the speed and the time of the homogenizer, the working time, for example like this. Then you can turn on it. Okay. Okay, let's turn off it. Let's turn off the mixer. Turn off the mixer and turn off the homogenizer. Okay. And then it's the heating function. Okay. From here, you can preset the maximum heating temperature you want. For example, according to your formula, you want the temperature can be hit to about like 70 degree. Yeah, 70 degrees Celsius, and okay, confirm. Here it shows the actual temperature. Okay, so when you want to turn on the heating function, just press it. But before you use the heating function, please make sure that you have filled water into the jacket. Into the jacket, fill the water from the bottom, and the water flow out from here, just as what I mean. And then you can turn on the heating function. If the jacket has no water and you turn on the heating function, the heating rods may be easy to broken. Okay, so please make sure before you use the heating function, make sure the jacket have water, and then you can turn on the heating function. Okay, but the heating need a lot of time, so the temperature will not change quickly. Okay, and then for the vacuum function, you can control from here. Here it shows the actual pressure inside the tank, and here the negative pressure, the upper limit and the lower limit. For example, if you want turn on the vacuum to let the tank inside the temperature go to minus 80 degree. Sorry, minus 80 kPa. You can preset like this, minus 80. But it's according to a formula, of course. For example, if you want like only minus 40, you can set like this. Okay, so that means when the pressure inside the tank, the pressure go down from 0 to minus 40 kPa, then the vacuum function will stop automatically. Okay, and also it's the same for the heating. Sorry, I forgot to introduce this. For example, if you preset the 70 degree when the temperature inside the tank go up to 70 degrees, the heating function will stop automatically. So it's the same. Okay, and the lower limit, that means, for example, because on the cover we have the vacuum release valve. When you turn on the valve, when you release the vacuum means the pressure inside the tank will go up to 0 again. But if you set the pressure here like minus 40, that means the pressure inside the tank from minus 50 to go up to minus 30. If the pressure go to minus like 29, then the vacuum function will start again. Okay, so but if you don't want to use this function, you can just preset the number at the 0. Okay, then the vacuum function will like when the pressure go to minus 70 kPa, the vacuum function will stop automatically, and then you manually close the vacuum valve on the cover, and then the tank inside the vacuum will be keep at minus 70 kPa. Okay, so okay, let's test this vacuum function. But before we test the vacuum, we need to hydraulic down the cover. So from here, you see we have some functions. The tilting function means the tank can dump for discharge the material. Okay, here is for tilting, and hydraulic up, start and stop. Hydraulic down, start and stop. The bottom valve means the automatic discharge valve that controlled by the air. Okay, controlled from here. So now we will hydraulic down the cover and turn on the vacuum function. 真空，帮我搞一下真空。Okay, now we hydraulic down the cover. Press the start function. Okay. 现在就是我把它盖上之后，那个上面那个盖子嘛，把这个上面的盖子盖上，然后对，然后抽真空，把所有拧紧抽真空就可以。And here you see we have a lot of cover accessories. Let me introduce you one by one. Okay. So firstly, here, this one is the material inlet. Okay. We will offer you a flexible pipe. You can connect the pipe here. For example, you want suck some raw material by the vacuum. You can use the pipe to suck through this material inlet. And also here we have a stainless steel filter here. And this hopper is for you to add some small quantity raw material like some fragrance or something. And here we offer you a view window like this, so you can check the tank inside when it's working. And here is the vacuum gauge, and here is the air release to release the vacuum from vacuum inside the tank. 抽真空是哪个阀门？
这个是正气的，看到没有？正压的。
啊，这是正压的，真空在这里是吧？
对，这个是。
And this is the vacuum pipe. So this pipe will connect with the vacuum pump inside this stainless steel box. So when you want to use the vacuum function, firstly turn on this valve and turn off all the other valves. Then turn on the vacuum function. Then the tank inside, the air will be sucked to make a vacuum state inside the tank. 好，可以，我们先把它扣紧。So firstly, we need to tighten the cover. Okay, let's have a look again. The vacuum pump valve open, all the other valve closed. Okay, closed, and that valve closed. This valve from here you can connect with some pure water. Here is connect to the CIP board inside the tank. Okay, now we will turn on the vacuum function. 可以了。Press the vacuum.
你把这个
负30，接水了吗？
接了。
不用，要负60这么大吗？它如果降到60，它会自动，
对，
它会自动拍的。
对。
但是设成0它不能动作。So you see. 假如客户他不需要，比如说真空从70升到了负60，它自动工作怎么办？不能设成0吗？
你可以就是设到负10嘛。
负10，
对啊。
但是不能是0是吧？对啊。Sorry, friend. For this, okay, now, because we have set the vacuum up limit minus 70 kPa, so it should stop when it reach to 70 kPa. 哎，现在好像降的，它是不是有点快了？
你要把这个关掉，它才会不降。
So we need to close this valve immediately to keep the valve inside the tank. Okay.
加热的。
对的，加热。
这个抽了真空之后，这个也再紧一下，它松的。
So we need to tighten all the valve to make sure
然后要转一下。
it's sealed. The seal is very well.
它里面的水不转一下，它里面的
And because we have already turned on the heating function, so we can mix. Now we have turned on the mixing function. You see? And you see the temperature. So when you use the heating function, you can turn on the mixing at a low speed. So the temperature inside the tank, I mean all parts of your material will be heat very evenly. The temperature will go very evenly. Okay, you see the vacuum now is very stable. So make sure that close this valve. And for example, if you for here the low limit pressure, if you don't want to use the low pressure, you can preset like -10. Okay, so what's the meaning of this number? Let me show you. For example, now the lower limit you set -60. If we release the vacuum, and when the number go up more than -60 kPa, the vacuum function will restart automatically. Now we will check. But if you want to use this function, you need to make sure the vacuum valve is opened. Okay? Okay? Here is the vacuum release. So, 张光，你帮我开一下这个，我试一下，低于60就自动启动。So you see, we release the vacuum. See here, when this number a little higher than -60 kPa you set, the vacuum will start automatically again. And when the valve go up to -70, it will stop again. And then when the vacuum stop, remember to close this valve to make sure a well seal inside the tank, to make sure the net pressure, the vacuum pressure is very stable. Okay? And you check the temperature. I remember at first the actual temperature is like about 26, but now it's like 30. Okay? Because I have turned on the heating function. So we can turn off the heating. And 那个 LED 灯呢？啊 the light switch is here. You see? The light switch and the emergency button. Okay, this is the vacuum function. So we can release the vacuum and lift up the tank. Okay, so first step is to stop the vacuum and release the vacuum. Okay, we can hydraulic up, start, turn off the mixer. Oh, 这个还要演示一下。
要倾倒是不是？
对，先升起来。
然后倾倒的时候，倾倒之前一定要把这个打开，不然你按倾倒的话，它会报警。
啊，它报警我把那个报警演示一下，就他忘记了，他就没问题。
它不粘起来的，倾倒不了。
Okay, now the cover has lifted to the maximum height, and the next step we will test this tilting function. That actually is the tank dumping function. Okay, but before we use the dumping, we need to open this cover. You see, they have a sensor. If you didn't open this cover, then you press the button of the tilting. The tank cannot be tilted. It's a protective devices. So we will try. You will see that. For example, if you forget to open this cover and then you press the tilting, you see, do not dump without open the flap. So we have to open it. Then we tilt the tank like this. We need to keep press it. If you release your finger, it will stop. Like this. It can tilt a little more than 90 degrees, but because they have water, so we cannot tilt more, okay? Then this is the tilting function. And later we will discharge the water and tilt the tank to 90 degrees and to measure the height from there to the ground, okay? Yeah, this is the machine. That's all. Thank you.